Hi and welcome back to another video from all of us here at Lottie Jasmine Designs. So still with the Christmas theme at the moment, although it's getting closer. Who knows how many sleeps till Christmas. Anyway, moving on. So we're going to use these rather lovely cutouts of filigree style Christmas trees. And I'm thinking of embellishing them with maybe some of these pearl like snowflakes, which you've seen in previous video, the holographic stars. I think they look rather lovely, and maybe a few other things, but that's coming up later. So we're going to use some UV resin. Now these are made, they're cut out. I'm assuming they're laser cut. We bought them like this, I think from either Hobbycraft or the range. So I've decided I'm going to put some mica powder on this. This is a time lapse, so I don't usually apply things this quickly. Just wanted to see how it would work, and nowhere near the lovely colour of this that it is in the pot. So back to the drawing board. So as you can see, if I rub that on my glove there, you can see that's quite a bit darker than what it's actually taken to this. It's not wood, it's like a thick paper. So I do think, what on earth am I going to do? How am I going to sort this? So let's just have one last little go, seeing what it's like with the mica powder. And I'm using a little eyeshadow foam applicator here. So I have some acetate sheet, and I'm thinking, I wonder if I can use this rather than keep getting the silicone matte dirty all the time, because that's quite a faff with cleaning that up. And some UV resin. So I thought I need to check to see whether or not UV resin will come off of this. So sorry about the camera there, it didn't want to focus. So I'm just putting a little blob, a little small amount of UV resin. Again, everything that we use will be listed in the description box below, apart from the acetate sheet that I actually just, somebody else gave that to me, somebody I know. So there we go. So we're going to cure it using the UV lamp. Just going to see whether or not it cures. So put it on for 30 seconds. And it looked like it had cured it to me. Hopefully you can see that blob of resin there. And I'm just trying to see if I can get it off of this acetate sheet, because if you can't, there's no way I can use the acetate sheet to sort of save my work space area, and it does come off. So, you know, good show, good everything. I'm really pleased about that. So I'm putting down the filigree Christmas tree again. And what I'm going to do is, I've put some UV resin in this mini mixing jug. And I'm going to add some of this beautiful bluish green, I don't know what colour you'd call that actually, bluish green, mica powder. And I am going to stir it in. Do make sure that you have stirred your mica powder in thoroughly so that it combines with all of the resin, because you don't want blobs of mica powder in it. So obviously this has been sped up. Look at that. Reminds me of mermaid tales, you know, mythical creatures and beings, mermaids, all the lovely scales and so on. Anyway, getting all poetic there. So I think that looks gorgeous. So I say that's a greenish blue. So I am putting it down. I've put the acetate sheet down. Now you can't see it. I'm put the kitchen roll next to there because for some reason there was a lot of reflection coming off of my work area, and I didn't want you to be blinded by it. So this that I'm using here, this little purple handled tool, this is a micro brush where the foams come off the end of it because I've used it so much. And it is just excellent for trying to put the resin onto all the paper, the thick paper bits of this filigree cutout tree. Now, those of you who've seen some of our other videos have seen that I've done this before for some of the Halloween stuff, and oh gosh, I thought then after that, I'm not going to do this again. This is, you know, no. And here I am again doing what I said I wouldn't do. But fingers crossed, it looks so far like it's doing a pretty good job. I'm doing a pretty good stellar job, I would have thought. So there we are. Why not put in the comments, why not put a comment to say, what would you do? Would you use UV resin and mica powder? Or would you abandon the whole idea? Or quite, what would you do? Or have you done this before? And, you know, what sort of challenges have you come up against? So all I've done then is I've just cured the top a bit. And I'm just tapping it with the metal end of this silicone brush, just to see, will it release from the acetate sheet? Ooh, the bits there that you can see, the little round bits that are white in with the green, that's where you would put your coloured baubles. So it looks like it's doing a pretty good job, although it seems to have made the paper quite bendy. Now, thing to note, once you've cured it fully, flatten it out lightly. So again, this is on a time lapse. This is me doing the rest of the tree in that beautiful bluish green colour. Just making sure that you get everything that you want in the lovely green. So the green here is representing the branches and the leaves of the tree. The little square bit at the bottom, we're going to do in a different colour because it's the pot that your tree would sit in. So there we are, yeah. So these little round white spaces are where you'd normally put the baubles. So, as you can see, it has bent over slightly at the top, and all you need to do is just persuade it back, just gently, and it will flatten out. So that's what the back of it looks like. So as you can see, some of the resin has seeped through, but that's not a problem because you can either do them double-sided, so you could turn it over and then do the other side, cure it and so on, or you can do as I've done here. So I've done 6 of these trees, I've cured them all. I'm going to put one on the back of the other one, so they become double-sided. It also gives them a little bit more weight. So as you can see there, that's it. So I'm just showing you there. Obviously, if you're going to do this, you need to make sure you match it up as closely as possible. And maybe thinking at one point of putting these lovely Christmas stockings, the pearls, snowflakes, and the lovely stars on the top. And I do really like that. I think that looks quite nice. So decided to make up some resin. Sorry, this has been sped up, unfortunately, because it was rather a lengthy process. But all I've done is taken UV resin, put some coloured mica in, and made some baubles like that. So you just do exactly what you did with the green, put the red down and cure it. So there we are. I'm going to do the same with some gold mica powder and UV resin. And I'm going to add a little bit of glitter because you know, if you know me, you know I'm always going to try and add a tiny bit of glitter somewhere. So just putting the gold onto the baubles. You can do all of them if you want. You don't have to do them in different colours. You don't have to do them in these colours. You can do with whatever colour mica you've got, or glitter. You don't have to use mica. You can just use glitter and UV resin. But you know, UV resin, in my opinion, for this particular project works the best because you need to be able to do it quickly and move things around. And of course, if you're using traditional regular epoxy resin, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to work. So there we are. Plus, you'd have to wait hours and hours for anything to cure. So just applying them there. Lovely gold glittery baubles. We are, if you can see them there. I don't think I'd cured them at this stage because I can see a little bit of movement on the gold baubles. And now we're going to fill in the other spaces with some more UV resin. More UV resin. There we go. I'm just going to put some in the mixing jug there. And then we're going to add in more glitter, some lovely silver glitter. There we are. It's always difficult for me to choose what colour glitter to use because we've got rather a large collection. Again, why not comment just how much glitter? Do you like glitter? Is glitter your thing? Is it not your thing? Do you also do what I find is that even if you've washed your hands half a dozen times, you still end up with glitter on your nose or on your face somewhere or on your hands, you know, for days afterwards. But there we go. We've added quite a bit of silver glitter into that. Look at that. And we're just stirring it up there. Obviously this has been sped up. I don't stir things that quickly. Make sure that you wear gloves, and obviously that you use a respirator or a mask on a well ventilated room. There we are, and we're just applying now the silver glitter resin to the spaces that we have left for the little baubles. So it was at this point I thought, well, I'm not sure if I've added enough glitter. And you're thinking, Laura, you haven't added enough glitter? Yeah. And I thought, no, do you know what? No, I have added enough. Let's get on with this, because this video, yeah, it's already nearly 10 minutes long. I could be boring the pants off of people. Hopefully not. Hopefully you are enjoying this, and because it is longer than our usual videos. Our usual videos are about 10 to 12 minutes. But as I say, this one is just that wee bit longer. So please bear with us to the end, because hopefully you'll think that they are a success when you see the final project, the final piece, and it'll hopefully inspire you to, you know, why not have a go for yourself. There we are. So that's one done. So this is a close-up of it. So as you can see, you've got the lovely green filigree for the trees and the branches. You've got the gold baubles, the silver glitter baubles, and the red baubles. There we are. Only thing not done yet would be the little pot that it sits in at the bottom there. So I didn't show you, I have no idea why not, but I didn't show you that bit. What I'm doing here, and it's been sped up, and I really should have been wearing gloves, which is very naughty of me not to have worn gloves for this, is I have glued, using UV resin, 2 of the trees together. And then I've applied, look, we've got a gorgeous wooden robin on one side and a nice little pearl snowflake, and then on the other side we've got a wooden bow and a pearl snowflake. And there we are. I'm going to, oh, I've just realised that I should have put that there, that snowflake there, rather than the star. Silly me, I was rushing. So there we go, we're putting the snowflake in. We're going to hold it down and warning there's UV light coming up. There we are with a little torch. Just trying to get it to stick in place. If you don't want to use UV resin to do this bit, then you don't have to. You can use a glue, something that's suitable. So just folding, putting through a length of, that's actually black, green waxed cord. And then with, I think that's called a clove hitch knot over the top. Applied a bit of UV resin, put the star on top of the Christmas tree, and then just held it down and cured it. And then we will turn it over and we will put a star on the other side as well. Oh, there's Mr. Robin again. It's very cute. There we go. And as you can see, I have actually done the pots on these now. I just mixed up, I made up a brownish colour out of some different coloured mica powders. So let me see, the best way of making brown is to use a little bit of blue, a tiny bit of blue, a tiny bit of red, and some black, tiny bit of black. And that should make brown for you. So just knotting the end of it, the other end, there we are. Just a regular knot. Snipping off the ends, and there you are. That's one of them done. Rather sweet. So and here's the end picture now. I hope you like it. I think they look lovely. They look lovely on a centerpiece like we've got here, or you could have them hanging from a tree or a garland, or anywhere that you want to decorate with a Christmas theme. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Look out for our next video, which I believe is coming, might be Friday or Saturday, in collaboration with Claire's Crafty Corner. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.